Hey everyone, what's happening?
Hi everyone.
Let's see here. Who's in the chat? So Aka Gamer, Dragon Gaming, Jamie, Chrono, Vladimir, Setha Both, D6, Simon, Samantha, Reezy, Salvangar, Geese Howard, Damo Darren. What's up everybody? How y'all doing?
Hi everyone. Can you guys hear me and Foggle well?
How's the... Well, they're probably not going to hear you very well. I need to turn you up a little bit, buddy.
No worries.
Okay. Now let me turn the music. Let me turn the music here down. Whoops. Wrong one. That's...
Video,
Speak now, Saint.
voice chat. We're in a voice chat, Robbie.
Ah, that sounds much better, bud. How's that sound, everybody? Is that too loud, guys? Hey, Robbie, what's going on?
Hi everyone.
Yeah, I can hear you real well, bud.
Yeah, quite a lot of new names. I
Perfecto.
haven't seen these guys before.
Yeah. I mean, we always get new recruits.
You mean new citizens of Foggle Nation?
No, new citizens in KOF. Hey, Kristen, what's up, buddy? Yeah, Robbie, we gotta work, man.
Yeah, I did put
That's
K
saying
in
you
here.
can answer some of these questions while they're asking. I'm gonna play a little championship.
You gonna play championships? Okay. I don't mind.
Well, do you want to talk about everything now?
Yeah, I think we have to do that because I have an appointment later, so I kind of fixed about two and a half hours.
Okay, that's cool. Okay,
Yeah.
that's no problem.
Okay, guys. So for today's topic, we'll be covering the second part of our, or rather the third part of our discussion. The first discussion being what do you call this? A discussion about PvP and how do you get into top 40 and what are the good habits of top 40 players. The second discussion was about set cards. And then the third discussion, which is today, we're going to be covering about option cards. As well as set cards for the new one that was introduced. Of course, Leia is really quite a big controversy right now, but I'll address that, so no problem. And of course, we'll be talking about the new tier list as well, with Mr. Karate out. Unfortunately, I couldn't update my tier list with Mr. Karate because the icon to place him isn't around yet. So yeah. Foggle, sorry. So for those who've joined us for the first time, we do regular discussions like this, but we're actually very active on Discord. So Foggle has a Discord link in the description to his, Foggle. What do you call your Discord, Foggle? Sorry.
I call it Forgo Nation, I think.
All right, so there's a link to Foggle Nation's Discord, as well as
Forgo Nation.
Guild. Yeah, as well as Omega Guild's Discord link in the description below. So feel free to join. Sorry, Foggle, do you have Omega Guild's Discord link?
Can you send it to me real quick and I'll plug it in for you.
All right, no worries. Second. go. Paste. There you go. Yep. So I pasted in the Discord itself.
Okay. I'm getting it right now. There we go. I got it. And okay.
Oh, Phoenix is in the house.
Yes, he is.
All right.
What's up, Phoenix?
Yeah. So while Fogo is pasting Omega Guild's Discord there, I just want to shout out to players who've not joined our Discord. It's really a cool place to chill and stream and chat with us. We do a lot of regular friendly matches, discussion about PvP topics, as well as just streaming. So there's actually quite a lot of streaming at night, Asia 2 time, and third slot of the day. So feel free to just join the Discord and come close to us, get close to us, whatever the word is. Yep. So for today, we'll be covering, as I said, so for today's agenda, we'll be covering the new set card Leia, as well as option cards in championships, of course, those that are viable for championships, as well as the new tier list, including Mr. Karate, and a huge shift in Leia, causing quite a lot of people to shift around the tier list as well. So I guess we'll go ahead, Fogo.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to cover?
I got you in there now.
All right. Okay, no problem. So I guess we can cover Leia first. Fogo, do you mind opening Leia?
Yeah, I'll turn it up. By the way, I made a video about Leia's set today.
Nice. Okay.
Right,
so the infamous Leia cut. Fogo, do you want to talk about what do you think about Leia cut first? What's your first impression on it?
I don't like it. It's an RNG based set that I think, after you and I talked about this a little bit, I think the bad thing about this set is it's going to create this effect where players are going to start relying on the effect of the card set, whereas instead of their skill as a player. That's one thing I don't like about it. I don't like it because now skilled players, they keep in mind the times of cooldowns of other characters. They keep in mind the stun explosions, the freeze explosions of other characters that they're fighting against. Well, with this set, what it's done is it's skewed all of that. It is practically impossible now, if this set procs for the other opponent, for you to really time that kind of stuff. Because now what they can do is, now you made the example in a video I made today, where if you're fighting two pretty bigs, one pretty big's got the Leia set and the other doesn't. Well, the pretty big that's got the Leia set, if she does her third skill, she gets a successful attack on the other opponent, right? 6 seconds after the attack, the stun will take effect. Well, if the Leia set procs on her, she's going to have that hyper armor available. So what happens is the other opponent, they're going to attack her, but she'll be able to put up her hyper armor when she gets stunned. And they'll build PG, but they're not going to be doing any damage. And that actually, it changes things around. It makes her weaker in that kind of situation. And it doesn't have to be pretty big versus pretty big. It could be pretty big versus Lady Kim. Characters that have hyper armor or even immunity. So it's skewed things, man.
Agreed. So before I dive into the card itself, I wanted to comment about how this card actually changes the philosophy of PvP, which is not the card details and in the game itself. So in short, there are a couple of things I want to point out what this card does to PvP or championships in general. First, it actually closes the gap between lower skilled players and higher skilled players. So in this new dawn, in this new season of PvP, guys, you really have to adjust your expectations with the Leia set around. Your win-loss ratio is going to drop. Pretty sure. You're going to be losing games that you never should have lost or never lost before prior to people in the past. And it's really all about adjusting expectations, because Leia set really creates a lot of one-shot situations with a lot of characters, and especially with those who are sweepers. So imagine you have a one-shot scenario with a Maxima and then she sweeps the other two characters, right? It's going to happen. So everyone's got to adjust themselves in terms of the new win-loss ratios being, you're going to be affected by it. You're going to lose more. And then the newer players or the lower skilled players or the lower ranked players or whatever you want to call them, they're going to, it's closening the gap. Yeah. So that's, I'm not sure whether Netmarble intended this, but it's really about after all, it's a business, so maybe that's the intention. I don't know. I don't work for them, but we can only hypothesize. But more importantly, as players, we got to take note of the cause and effect, and this is one of the philosophies that's changing in the game itself, where it seems like Netmarble is enabling the lower skilled players to play catch up, which I think it's fine to a certain extent, as long as you just manage your expectations. Now, here's the thing: the scores are still gonna be, your positions are not gonna be affected a lot if you just play over time. That's something you just gotta take note. Your win-loss ratio might drop, but your positioning in championships shouldn't drop that much, because if everyone uses Leia, everyone's affected by it. So although I may win more now as a lower skilled player, I'm also going to lose more. Do you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's just going to balance out. And as a skilled player as well, you're going to be using Leia yourselves to keep up the meta. Okay, so that's one thing I wanted to address about the Leia set. The second thing about the Leia set, which I think affects the general population, it's that some players are quitting the game because of this set. Or at least they're going to hiatus because they're really frustrated over the fact that they're, based on point number one that I brought up, basically everything that I brought up in point number one. And I know it's sad, but hopefully the hiatus isn't too long. Personally, there's a few top players, top 10 players from my guild who's really upset over this set, and I can't blame them, right? But after all, Netmarble is doing a business, and hopefully they realize that the statistics over time will tell the real story is that actually their ranks will not be affected as per what I shared. It's just their win-loss ratios will be affected. Yeah. Okay. So hang in there, guys. I know this set's, it's very controversial. It's infamous. It's causing a lot of hate. But I think effectively everyone's rank will roughly be still the same. It's just that you lose the players that you never lost before, and you also win players that you never won before, and your score should be roughly the same. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's dive right into the card itself. Okay, so this card is pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. It's really damn good for sweepers. Actually, it's so versatile, right? It's pretty much good for anyone that can string pretty effectively. So stringing effectively means pressing S1 to 3, any combination on it, any permutation of which one starts first and then connects to the other. The Leia set's just gonna benefit them. All right. And I don't know whether you noticed, it has the highest attack boost of all cards. It's 7 attack on each card and 13 extra once you have the full set, which is 34. The next highest I think is Akane. Akane has how many plus 2 attack? I think it's 32 or 33. I'm not sure.
Let me.
So it's 33, whereas Leia is 30.
Yeah, it's 33.
Yeah. So it's 33. So surprisingly for PvP, this has the most attack buff. For PvE, effective damage is still higher on Akane because of the 30% chance to proc the 150% extra damage based on attack for your skill. Just take note of that. If you're going PvE and you want to have the highest damage output, you still want to use Akane. Now for Leia set, right? Now the key thing about Leia set is it's not just the attack boost, but of course the 30% chance to proc the reset for all skills. Now just take note, some people don't know this, but the proccing is only because Sorry, it only happens when you actually hit successfully. It's not when you're blocking. Okay, so Leia set's really deadly on characters that have innate passive reset skills already. So you have a chance to like reset twice. You know, so things like pretty zero, Mr. Karate is absolute beast with Leia. By the way, I've tested Mr. Karate; he's a beast. I'm just deciding whether or not he's in front of John Cena right now. I know he's in front of Gonitz already. It's just matter or not if he's actually in front of John Cena or behind John Cena. So yeah, he is tier 1 with Leia set, of course. So the idea of resetting on skills passively combined with the fact that you have the reset on skills on Leia card, you get 2 chances to reset. So it's really powerful on characters such as actually Lolly Kim is pretty decent with this because you have a chance to reset twice. You have Vice who has a chance to reset all her skills. Pretty Zero, of course, is the absolute beast on this. I'm pretty sure you guys have been swept by Pretty Zeros with Leia already.
I have.
Yeah, so it's quite crazy. I'm not gonna lie, there's no solution to this, guys. Other than you just gotta learn how to dodge a little bit more. Smarter, dodge smarter, because one hit may equal to, you dying. Sorry.
No, I think also knowing what characters have ignore guards as well. Like if they don't have an ignore guard with the Leia set, they're not going to have ignore guard. You know what I mean? So they maybe get better at blocking as well, depending on the character they're facing.
Yep, that's right. Yep. So bear in mind, this set is extremely powerful on characters that have a lot of reset skills is one, and as well as if you're gonna go glass cannon, it's very good on sweepers who actually they already have guard breaks. If they don't have guard breaks, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
So the idea here is finding out a way to if you can successfully catch an opponent, and if the Leia procs after the second skill, not the first skill, it's a high chance that you can one-shot the person. The second thing I want to address is the 10% chance to reflect damage. Sorry, not 10% chance. Reflecting 10% of the damage received for 5 seconds and then cooldown on 15 seconds. So what this means effectively is that you take 5 seconds divided by 15, which is 33%, and then 33% times 10%, you get 3.3%. So this so-called reflect damage deals on average 3.3% more damage to your opponents every round. Okay, now the real power of this card, it's its ability to bypass immunity. So for those people who don't know, reflect damage bypasses immunity.
And hyper armor as well, correct?
I don't think it bypasses hyper armor.
Oh, okay.
It bypasses immunity.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. Can someone test that? Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, but I know for a fact that it bypasses immunity. So people like Brianna has dropped down the tier list because of the presence of Leia. Because anyone can just kind of wipe out her core effect of 6 seconds of immunity right now.
Okay, PB Gamer says it bypasses hyper armor.
Okay, no problem. So, and the really stupid thing about this is it also kind of made Akani set kind of not so valuable anymore as well. Because the 1% that you're supposed to gain of immunity from hitting 1% of health for Akani, it's kind of like overshadowed by Leia's effect. So just beware of this. This is actually its most powerful attribute. It's not the damage of 3.3%. It's the fact that it can bypass immunity, which really can win you games quite a lot. All right. So for Leia set, Fogo, can I trouble you to open the tier list in Omega Guild just to review it? So I just want to point out best in slots for Leia.
Well, if I had it.
Okay, let me send it to you.
Give me a second, guys. Give me a sec.
I just sent it over to Discord. Yep.
Okay, I see it. All right, let me get it.
Yeah, you can just drag it over the overlay. You don't have to alternate tab.
Okay.
Yep. So for those who just joined us, right, Leia didn't break the game. It kind of made the game, the skill gap between players less, or rather the score gap. But effectively, what it would do is that lower rank players will find it easier to rank up a little bit more. Actually, I beg to differ. I think effectively, right, most players will stay around the same ranks as they were before. It's just that their win-loss ratio would drop, and you just need to adjust your expectations. Frankly speaking, it just means that as a lower rank player, I have a higher chance of winning higher rank players, but I also have higher chance of losing as well. And it kind of cancels off in itself. High rank players as well, it kind of cancels off in itself. And the coolest thing about this is that the only difference, I hypothesize, of course, is that your scores, your positions will be the same, but the scores might be less in championships, end of the week. Because you win some, you lose some with Leia, and everyone has access to Leia, so everyone's going to be killing each other off. But I don't think the lower skilled players will be,
You got a little.
suddenly, they won't be suddenly like flooding the top 40s. Yeah, I don't think that will happen. So you don't worry, guys. It's just that your win-loss ratio will be dropped effectively. Yeah, because everyone has access to this Russian roulette skill or card. So yeah, and it'll come. You win some, you lose some, and it's gonna balance out. Yeah. Okay, so can you guys see the tier list? Foggo, there's a copy image preview and save image preview on it. It's covering like.
I know that's the way you sent it to me, so that's the way I had to get it.
Oh, my bad. Apologies. That was my bad.
You send me another one without that, I can plug it in.
Yeah, I will do that. Silly me. There you go. My bad.
Just a second here.
Yeah. So we're just going to discuss best in slots for Leia. Leia is best in slots, like I said, generally speaking, for attack characters who has the ability to one-shot, making them glass cannons. It is also good on characters that have core reset ability or skill reset ability. And then Leia just adds another dice roll to reset.
There you go, buddy.
By another time. Okay. So for Leia set, pretty decent on definitely on Pre Zero. So the reason why Pre Zero went to what do you call this?
Tier 2.
Tier 2 is because of Leia. Now the thing is, okay, for those who have not seen this tier list before that I normally create, there are a couple of assumptions with this tier list. This tier list is a 3v3 scenario, and it doesn't take into account a 1v1 scenario. So this is not, John Cena will win everyone in the list. This is not Gonitz will win everyone except John Cena in the list. This is their effective performance in a team setting. So it takes into consideration not just ability to kill, but your ability to survive as well, and your ability to stop sweeps. So there's anti-sweepers will do quite well here, so on and so forth, right? Yes, this tier list takes Leia into account. So Pretty Zero moved to the front of tier 2. So Vice moved as well. So Vice is another BIS character with Leia set. I would argue that it's good on K as well. So I haven't personally tested myself because when Leia introduced, I don't think I had I had enough Leia sets to put it on K. Leia is not good on pretty big, pretty decent on Lolly Kim because you have another chance to reset based on number 1, her skill number 1. It's an absolute beast on Shion. I'm sure you guys have really hated last week's format where Shion is one-shotting everybody. I hated it personally. Leia is not good on Gonitz, in my opinion, because at the end of the day, Gonitz's weakness is still, breaking through a guard and it's pretty short range. You need S2 to break through a guard. So I still don't think it's best on Gonits. I still think even Shine or Ryogo is better. It's not good on Nameless. Leia's not good on Nameless because he doesn't have break guard, so Ryogo is still important on him. Quite a beast on Rock Johnson because he can one shot without fail this time. I don't think it's that good on Kamui. Pretty decent on Alice. So the defensive Alice, I would put either a Kaya set or Shine set on her, but Leia set for the offensive ones. Quite an effective set on Maxima because it can one shot. Not so good for Chris because Chris's ability to connect his skills isn't that good. I did this test with Foggle. So even if you reset, it's not that easy to string all his hits together. Yeah. Leia on Christmas, Elizabeth is terrible because Christmas Elizabeth is a defensive-oriented character, as in you should play her defensively so she doesn't need to attack so often. On Gloriori is quite decent. You got more chances to remove PG. You have more chances to gain PG as well. My only issue with putting a Leia set on him is that his bleed explosion is going to be not as big. His bleed amount is not going to be as big because his bleed is based off his defense, and Kaya adds more defense. So yeah, you might. That's right. So you might deal less damage, but you have more chance to remove PG and more chance to gain PG. That's the effective change between using Leia and Kaya on Gloriori. Leia on BB Van is terrible. Please do not do that because her biggest weakness is life. So you want to give her more life. It's pretty decent on Adele, but he becomes a glass cannon. Okay, so I want to address this one. Rugal with a Leia set is really, really powerful. I have moved him up in the tier list as well.
Yeah.
Man, Rugal with Leia is really quite dangerous. Okay, guys. But the issue with Rugal is still the same. It's you gotta create that catch, which isn't going to be easy against top players and isn't going to be easy against certain type of characters as well. Okay. Mature Leia is not BIS. Brianna not BIS. Okay, so if you go down the list, the next person who's best in slot, as in the best slot to put on the character, is Rio. So Rio went up a tier as well, because now he has a higher chance to one shot. And previously his gameplay style was to one shot the opponent anyways, so it just gives him more chance to one shot. Geese, I might consider putting it on him. Leia on, Leia on Ignis is pretty strong as well. So basically, all the one-shot capable characters kind of went up the ranks lah. Yeah. Of course, Karate. Like I said, Karate is tier 1. I just haven't placed him yet. I haven't decided whether he's in front of John Cena or behind John Cena. Yep. Okay. So someone new in this list, which I don't know whether you guys noticed, but is Sama Chizuru. Fogo, have you ever played against Sama Chizuru?
Yeah. Faced Flint with his.
Right. So Sama Chizuru is quite strong, right? Yeah. She has the ability to do an infinite in the corner, basic cancel. And with Leia set, it's the best in slot for Leia set on her, because she can hit one time, and her skills kind of pushes you to the corner, and you can do an infinite. So in other words, if you get hit by her one time by a skill, by an optimized player using Chizuru and optimized set including Leia, she's gonna one shot you, and she has the possibility of sweeping the opponent as well. If let's say you carry your 3PG to the next round, you can start it off like that and then run forward S2 and then continue your string to just push him to the corner and then do an infinite and then rinse and repeat.
Well, the freeze is what got me.
Yeah. The only issue with her, of course, doing no fast wing is CC. And of course, the issue is it's not that easy to catch with her compared to some other characters. Yeah. Okay. So this is Leia, guys. It's changed quite a lot of the meta. It's changed a lot in terms of the statistics of the game, in terms of performance statistics. So like I said, to summarize, it should just affect your win-loss ratio. It shouldn't affect your rankings. It might affect scores being lower, but everyone's rankings will be roughly the same as before, assuming they keep playing. Yeah. Okay, so that's the summary of Leia introduced to the game. Yeah, so I think we want to move on to option cards now.
Okay.
Yeah, because we didn't cover option cards the last session we did with Foggle. Option cards are really important, guys, and if you play against top players, they really mix up their option cards quite a lot. So we can go to the battle cards options. Yeah, sure. Okay, so for option cards, guys, I think let's begin with 6-star compared to 5 stars. One innate advantage of 6-star cards is the higher stats. Now, this is going to be quite beneficial to your championships, right? Because if you compare a 6-star to a 5-star, it's twice the amount of stats. So twice the amount of HP, twice the amount of attack, and twice the amount of defense. And why this is useful for championships, right? Is because championships gets balanced to level 90, guys, and your stats get lower. And if your base stats gets lowered, all these 6-star cards increases your base stats, which means your index causes all multiplier effects to be higher. Okay, so just take note, that's one innate strength of 6-star cards. Okay, the other thing about 6-star cards is that quite a lot of them, especially if they are option cards, and they are quite exclusive, and that means you can't equip more than one. So, for example, this K Beast of Prey option card, you can't equip 2 of them. So just be wary of that. Yeah. So in championships, how you choose to equip option cards depends on what rank of players do you normally play at. So if you go higher up in top 40, right, a couple of option cards which are extremely powerful, which are underrated. For example, the Yashiro card that has stun reduction. I don't know whether you guys know about that. It's a level 5 card, Foggle.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking for it.
Yeah, I'm looking up for it as well.
So many cards.
Halloween Yashiro.
Yeah. I have it myself.
There he is. Third last, yep. So guys, this card is extremely underrated. It's really useful against top 40 players because it kind of disrupts their decision making, because we always cater for the stun resistance or timing for the stun bomb or every other skill, so on and so forth. Now, think about this stun duration. There are certain characters which have more than 50% stun resistance. So if you add this, it's additive. Effectively, it kind of makes you immune to stun.
Yeah.
Which, in my opinion, is extremely powerful, guys. It's kind of like having one extra core effect. So people, this card is pretty powerful on people like Rugal, who has already, I think, 40% stun resistance, if I'm not mistaken. So this kind of makes him almost... no, actually, I think he has 60. So it makes him immune to stun. Same thing as Kula. If you put this on Lady Maxima, it makes the opponent totally immune to stun. Make yourself, totally immune to stun. So if let's say you have a Kula and you have this on her, Lady Big totally cannot win you at all. Yeah, so Rugal 40 plus 49, he'll have 11% left, right? So that's really short.
It's nothing, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of nothing, yeah. Okay, it's also quite useful on Adele. So this card is quite a consideration against top 40 players because it causes them to screw up their drafting. Because in top 40, everything kind of like is decided on the draft. 2 equal skilled players may draft the order differently, and the one who has a better draft order may win just because of the draft rather than because of skill. It's possible, right? And then you have let's call it. Okay, let's look at other cards. Another one that's really useful is Taken option.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The one with the super armor.
Yep. So guys, this is a really powerful card. so most of the times, why this is useful, right, is because you only kind of need one proc, a one-time proc of a good timed super armor to kind of save you kind of save the game. Most characters won't survive 2 strings. Even defensive characters these days, they can't survive 2 strings because they'll still lose after 2 strings. So this really creates kind of like an extra life for you. Plus, it's pretty decent for extra damage, 4% more for attack and as well as critical rate. Now, this card is a make or break for quite a lot of top players, meaning you'll see this used a lot on top players with, like, say, Pretty Zero, especially those who are really weak defensively. That's pretty useful on them. So Pretty Zero's, this is, in my opinion, BIS for Pretty Zero, best in slot. And if you don't have this, by the way, there's another alternate. What's the name of the My card and Andy card? Foggle, could you show them?
You talking about the 6 stars? Or are you talking
No,
about the
there's a-
Yutama?
No, there's a 1.5 second super armor, same thing as.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta find it. Here it is.
Yeah, correct. So this is the so-called the poor man's version of the card. Because if you miss the collab, then this is the alternative. 1.5 seconds is still decent, so it's still gonna stop a string. That's the point. Now you want to use these cards, right, on characters that kind of lose the game once they get caught. I might use it on what's his name? Like, I might use this on Mr. Karate. Yep. Because he kind of loses the game when he gets caught, and it's good combo and synergy with his S3, which is a counter attack. So imagine if you have a super armor proc, and then you can use the counter attack. Yep. It's pretty good on characters that are like Pretty Zero, like I said, that doesn't have any options once you get caught. Also, is actually BIS for Nameless. So the Taken version, could you go back to the Taken version? Sorry. Yeah, the Taken version on Nameless is really BIS, guys. The extra crit kind of makes him, gives him more PG gain because of his core. Like, he gains PG on crit.
Mm-hmm.
And then not only that, right? Nameless, once he gets caught, he doesn't have any options. As in, he can't do anything. So this is extremely powerful on the Nameless. It is the BIS. I know most of you, you don't play against top 40 as much. But if you actually see Nameless in top 40, then this is the best card to have on him. The top 40 players. Yep. Although Nameless has kind of dropped out of the meta because of all the new, PG removal characters, one-shot capability characters, so on and so forth. So, so play and test this card, guys. You'll be surprised how powerful it is. I highly recommend it. I have 6 of the My and Andy versions of the card. If Tekken comes out again, I'll get 6 of these. Yeah, because it's really, in my opinion, it's one of the best option cards available. So now let's address the 6-star option cards that like Kula and K.
Okay.
And Ice. Yeah.
Which one do you want to start with?
Yeah, let's start with K.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So the K card is BIS for K. It's because the increased damage burn for 50% is really a lot from his core effects and his 2 skills that create burn effects. The only trade-off, of course, is the skill cooldowns. It's reduced by 0.7, and that could mean, life and death situation. Personally, I'm okay with the cooldowns being lower because the gain from the attack stat, which is 1.5 more than the normal attack stat. In fact, actually, I take that back. There's no cooldown cut together with attack, so this is... Oh no, there is. It's the John Cena and Rock Howard one, is it? Oh, there is an option cut during the WWE, which gives you top
yeah. We can look at it in a little bit if you want.
Yeah. No, but anyway, I that's okay. That card has been overshadowed by these cards. But the idea here is the stats increase is quite a lot. So you're trading off that for 0.7 seconds less. Because most other cooldown option cards, it's 1.9. So it's 1.2, which is 0.7 less. Okay, so in my opinion, it's okay to drop your cooldown reduction. It kind of forces you to be a better player as well, so that you don't anyhow spam your skills. So that's something to consider. So this is definitely a BIS. Now the funny thing is it may not be the same for Kula. So I'll bring your attention to Kula as an option card. So for Kula's option card, right, it increases chill damage by 50% upon using an active skill. Now the funny thing is this card is kind of gimmicky because the 50% extra damage, there's only one source of chill damage on Kula. So I don't know whether you guys know. If you check our Kula codex, right, only her S1 has chill damage. Everything else doesn't. So I may not put this on Kula, for example. Yeah. It's a bit funny in that sense. So you might, take those into consideration when using this card on Kula. Personally, I may not use it. I haven't decided yet. I'm testing at the moment because it's quite gimmicky, the special effect of that 50% extra chill damage. And the only source of chill damage is actually the dot damage from her S1. So you might not want to put it on a Kula direct. It's pretty silly. Yeah. Okay. And then of course Vice. Vice is without any question is a BIS on Vice because it increases 30% of your defense. And her defense rating is higher than her attack, right? In other words, it kind of increases your attack damage by 40%, something like that. So this is definitely a must-have for Vice, Summer Vice. Yeah.
Yep, wish I had it.
Yep. And it's also useful to have this, right? I mean, you don't have to only put it on Vice. You can put it on other characters as well for the stat boost. But if you're comfortable with losing the 0.7 seconds of what do you call it? Cooldown. Yeah. Okay. So another one which I think is quite useful is the mature one. Yep. So this is pretty strong on mature. If you dare to use this, you can also use this on a Christmas Elizabeth if you want to play the defensive style. But you kind of lose your cooldown for your invulnerability. So that's one consideration. But this is pretty much a BIS for Summer Mature because Summer Mature doesn't have super armor on attack. Any of her skills.
Yeah.
And why it's powerful is because it helps with opening a situation and not get interrupted as well. So
and taking away freaking hyper armor and
that's right. Yeah. Okay. So this is still useful as a very strong extra stat base card, regardless of the special effect for characters that are not mature. So like I said, it could be quite useful on Christmas Elizabeth, so on and so forth. Those defensive based characters. All right. Okay, let's go to who do you have? Shami. Okay, guys. So once the Go version, or rather Go format comes out again, this card's going to be a killer for all the Shermies in the Go format. It's kind of like an auto stun. It's like a world stun, like a stun with unlimited range. Like no matter what, when you cast it, the person will get stunned. So just take note of how powerful this is during Go week. But this card is also quite useful for certain characters that catches really well. And you increase the catch speed even more. So Yurgen loves to use this card on. So for those who don't know, Yurgen is like the best Korean player. In my opinion, he's the best player in the world across all servers and all versions of. So Yurgen uses this card on his geese, correct? Because his geese S2 kind of makes it even faster. As well as the fact that it deals extra shock damage on crit hit as well. Right? So I think this is BIS for championship geese because of the, it's increasing his S2 speed, which is the key. Geese only wins the game if he hits with his S2. And then putting this on it makes it faster, and that could make a difference of winning the game. Right?
Mhm.
Okay. Next. Okay, so most of the other cards, they're not that good. Probably the Kyo one. Let's look at the Kyo. Sorry, not Kyo. Rio one. The very first one. Okay, so disabling an emergency dodge is not disabling a dodge. So just take note on this. So frankly speaking, this is not that useful. Yeah, some people might get confused between what the E dodge is and an actual dodge. So just take note. E dodge is the one that you can what's the word? You're being hit, and then there's a counter above it. Okay, so just take note of that. I don't think this card is that useful, and the duration is really short as well. So people have tested it during Gold Week, and it's not effective because the guy can still dodge as long as he blocks. Right? Let's go to the next one.
You want to go to Athena or what?
Yeah, I don't know whether I should cover Athena. Athena is not that in meta.
True.
Yeah, she's not even in meta in Go traditional under cost 60. So unfortunately, I may not even want to cover that. Yeah. I think... Yeah, I don't think I want to cover the rest. Okay, so the Yori one's pretty decent. Yori 6-star above. Yeah.
Oh,
Yori
wow.
Yagami. Yeah. Okay, so this is pretty decent, guys. But once again, it's only doing Go format. Yeah. Okay. Did you notice, Poggle?
What?
Yeah, so basically he becomes invulnerable for 1 second. He's actually invulnerable for 1 second.
Nice.
So
It's
it's
got
pretty useful
cooldown on it
for
too.
like when you open the game and someone's... Yeah, it's kind of it's pretty good, like, to mitigate the very first hit from a 3PG, for example.
Mhm.
It's pretty decent. Pretty decent. Yeah. This one's quite a beast, and it's BIS for the Yori 95, Yori Yagami, who is a blue defense character. Makes him a tank, basically.
Nice.
Let's go. Yep. Let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, I think we can move on to the next, the 5-star ones now. Okay, guys, so other than cooldown cards, right, I don't recommend you use any other cards. I mean, there's quite a lot of other different types of, those 5-star cards that increase your attack, that gives you, I don't know, decrease tech time, resist, taking less damage from poison, dealing more penetration. All that, not that useful, guys. Those that really stand out for me are the collaboration cards. So, do you have the collab character, the Gintama cooldown card?
Yeah,
the
buddy.
one that includes... Yeah.
Yeah, 5 of them.
Nice. So, guys, this one's pretty decent. I would argue this is better for PvE because in championships, most crit situations, you don't need to crit it. It's not a must. But definitely for Nameless, this is a BIS for championships because you gain more PG and he wins the game because he gets 3 PG. Also quite decent on the actual Gintama characters itself. So, Katsura, BIS for Katsura.
PG game.
That's right. Yeah. So, not so much for Jintoki, in my opinion. Not so much for Kamui as well, because their crit synergy is to deal more damage and to bleed explode, which kind of happens. It's bound to happen because of the multi-hits nature of them. But Katsura is different. If you crit more chances, you have a chance to gain more PG. So definitely, this is BIS on Katsura. Yeah. For PvE, this card is very useful. Very powerful on Gunits.
Yeah, I
to
use
help.
it on them all the time.
Yeah, very useful card, guys. If you guys have this, and if those who missed Gintama, if it comes out again, please pull multiple versions of this, multiple copies of this. Nick. Okay, so another one I want to bring up is the Gintama one that gains 2.5%
I know what
PG.
you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is pretty useful as well, guys, in championships. So I'll tell you, it's BIS for people like BIS for people like could be sorry, it's BIS for like people like Ignitz, Chizuru, people who kind of like need to string and then quickly get 3PG ASAP. So Snow uses this on her Ignitz, and she's the best Ignitz player in my opinion, probably in the world, in my opinion. I'm sure you guys know. Yep. And then this is pretty useful on Chizuru as well, which the best Chizuru in the world is Control from North America. I mean, this guy is hitting top 3 positions using Chizuru. So top 3 in championships using Chizuru, guys.
That's impressive.
Yep. And he's actually recently came up with a video showing how he uses it, her. So feel free to drop by his channel. If you want to know his channel, you can drop by Omega Guild's Discord, and then all the links are there. So this card is pretty useful for players who, on characters that are quite dependent on gaining PG to string, and also have the ability to catch quite well. Okay. Yejin uses this card quite often. I think he uses it together with Neskio, yeah. Okay. So the Gintama one, the one next to the left of the card that we just clicked, yeah. So guys, this one is quite interesting. It actually does quite a lot of damage. If you put it together with like a Shine set Kamui, for example. Fogo, can you see the synergies? So I think a Shine set Kamui deals 15% chance to crit. And then you add this, it adds like 17% chance to crit. And if you put the Gintama option card with 19% chance to crit. And the key thing about this, guys, it doesn't have any cooldown. That's why it's powerful.
Yeah, man, Kami freaking he burned the hell out of everybody.
Yeah, so just take note that not a lot of people know about this card, but I've tested it, and I'm telling you, it's quite underrated.
I got 5 of them.
Yeah, actually, Fogo, you can try it yourself using on Kamui, but make sure you put a Shine set on Kamui.
Actually, I was thinking about taking this card and putting it on my Gintoki and using him for the Bleed Explosion in Guild Raid.
Oh, yeah, yeah. For those who don't know, Gintoki is like the best character for Guild Raid. If you attach Darkness support character to him, and your other characters are bleeding, and then you sub him in when Omega Rugao is in the broken state, and then you put Darkness on him, and you bleed explode, man, it's a lot of damage. The top player that deals damage from my guild, she's able to achieve 250 and above million damage by using Jintoki and other bleeding characters on Omega Rugao. Yeah, 250 mil, guys, per key.
On expert, guys. On expert.
Yeah, expert. So she uses the bleed explosion from Jintoki. Actually, Jintoki is probably the best PvE character to buff. I only have him at level 10. Maybe I should.
I think it's between him and Ginitz. Like, it depends on what game mode you're playing in, but yeah, I agree. It's really, for me, it's kind of a toss-up, but yeah, they're It's tough. It's tough. They're both extremely
Yeah,
useful in a lot of the same game modes, and in other game modes are useful as well. It's top tier, top tier.
Yeah, I think he's pretty strong because of his leadership. It kind of influence. His leadership applies to everyone on the team. Is that correct?
Yeah. That's correct.
Yeah, regardless of color. So that's really useful.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So this is another underrated card. Let's go to the next one. So the option card, John Cena and Shingo. The one on the left. Yeah, guys, this is not a good card. Because I think if you use the Vice option card, I think that card alone it kind of effectively helps you gain more than compared to this card. So this card kind of totally went off the charts the moment what's the word? The moment the Vice option came out. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I've seen quite a lot of people trying to use this card, but I think once the Vice option came out, this totally made relevant. Yeah. And the same thing for the reflect damage one, which is the one on the right. So once again, the moment the K and the Kula one came out, this is totally irrelevant. So 20%.
I'm curious. Have you tested whether or not this reflect will add on to the reflect from the Leia set?
Yeah, they're all independent sources. So the more reflect sources, you can do more damage, including the stones. So I would argue this is BIS for there's only one character that this card is useful on, and that's Trolling Kondo.
Trolling Kondo.
Okay, guys. So this card is BIS for Kondo, but yeah. Yeah. We can go on to, let's see. I don't know, what else should we cover for above? Above, sorry, not lower.
I mean, you got the, PvE cards like the Zhang Fei card and...
Yeah, this one's pretty good, guys. The Zhang Fei, the one on the left, top left.
Friggin'...
So this is quite decent, guys, for damage. For PvP, I don't recommend it because you'll do more damage probably using like the K option card, even though you're not K. So yeah, take note of that.
Yeah, you get extra solid attack instead of the 50% chance to chill.
Yeah. Yeah, these are good PvE cards.
Yeah, same with this card here.
Yeah, the Christmas. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, this one's specifically for, what do you call that? The relay bosses.
Skill grade.
Yeah.
I use it.
Yeah. There's also an interesting the Christmas Yuri. Right there, next to Pao. Just above. No, above. There, the third from the last. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this sucker's crazy.
Yeah, so this is a BIS. Guys, so for the element bosses, the dungeon that gives you hammers, I put the Zhang Fei card and this card on all 3 characters, and then I just cycle between 3 characters. It's also wonderful for boosting CP so you don't get a penalty.
Oh, you talking about Spider Robot?
No, I'm talking about the element bosses.
Oh, element event. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so that is extremely useful for killing, how do you call that? Going, I think that 25 dungeons. I'm like on 22, something like that. Because I can hit 62,000 CP by just boosting, using this card and Zhang Fei. It really boosts your CP a lot. Yep. So this is very useful for PvE. I wouldn't use it for PvP because more damage isn't that good. You want more utility, not more damage. Yep. Any others, Fogo?
That's for gold. I don't think so. None off the top of my head's really popping
Okay,
out
I
at me.
think we should go upwards.
I mean, this card here is okay for PvE. It's, you know, it's a decent
Yeah,
card.
you for the those relay bosses and dungeons that take extra damage from shock and chill damage. Yeah.
Yeah, but this increases your shock and chill. So you got to have a character that already has shock and chill for it to be useful.
Yep.
It's not like the Zhang Fei card. I mean, the Haramaru card, this is a good card for bleeding characters.
Yeah,
But I mean, honestly, I never use it.
No, I beg to differ, man. I think you'll do. So you're talking about characters that don't have the ability to bleed, is it? Is that what you mean?
No, I'm talking about characters that already have bleed.
Then I don't think this is useful because effectively, if you put on a
it can't be
K-Fest,
stacked. Never mind. Oh.
yeah,
Oh,
and if you put a K-Fest, I think it's already K-Fest option card is already stronger than this in terms of damage output. This is, however, useful for Victor. Immortal Victor, right? If you have no characters, somehow you have no characters that can do bleed, and then you put this on them, it's quite to create the bleed status on the that's a 50 stacked bleed status on Victor. Yeah, not a useful card.
This card here actually is okay for the Immortal Dungeons because it actually increases your PG rate and not your PG gain, you know. Immortal Victor is the only one where PG gains is useful, and all the rest of them's freaking PG rate. So
That's
this card
correct.
actually works. This card actually helps quite a bit. There's no cooldown on it. They're going to do their basic attacks a lot. I've seen a guy hit the 500 million in some of the other Immortal Dungeons, and he used this card.
Yep. I haven't tested it myself, but that is true. What Forgo is saying is correct. Other than Victor, everything else by increased basic charge rate is better.
Yeah.
So
And
the leadership of increasing your basic charge rate, like people like Pretty Zero, people like K, is very, very useful.
Yeah.
Like Shion as well, right?
Yeah, it's I've actually been doing some experimenting in the new Immortal that we got right now, but
Nice.
yeah.
Let's look at the Kula cooldown and the Maxima cooldown, which everyone kind of has, but just in case for people who are new. No, the
What's
Maxima
that?
and Kula. The 5-star one. Yeah, that one. And the Kula and K one, yeah. Could you click on
cooldown?
the...
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so if you guys are playing this game, you need to get at least 20 of each. I know it sounds crazy. You need 20 of these, and you need 20 of the other. Forgo can show the other 20.
Yeah.
Yep. So guys, you need to exchange all your useless 5-star cards for this, okay? So I have 42 of Maxima, and I have 33 of... I have 42 of this, the Kula ones, and I have 33 of Maxima. So I think I need about 40 each. And once you have that, right, you also don't need to spend so much time shifting your battle cards around when you move characters. So that's something I like. I don't like waste time shifting my cards around.
Yeah, me neither. I just rearranged my presets just because I can't stand doing that.
Yep, correct.
Freaking annoying.
So I highly recommend you get many copies of this, guys. The Maxima card and the Kula cooldown card, the 5-star version. It's because you wanna. It's pretty important as well that you understand that there's certain synergies that these cards can do. So if you have a Kaya set, for example, you want to put more of the Kula K option card. Not this.
I know. I'm just being funny.
So if you go down to... So take note, guys, that you need to choose... How you choose your cooldown option card, right? It is determined on the synergies that increasing HP or increasing defense that does. Okay? So for example, Unreal Peace, which increases defense, right? It synergizes with Kaya set.
Yeah.
So if you use one with Kaya, don't use the Maxima card, for example. Okay. Someone asked, is the Queen of Roses option cards good? No, not really. It's not enough damage. If you use a 6-star K card or 6-star Kula card, it deals more damage already. Yeah. And then the Queen of Roses option card doesn't even give you cooldown, for example. Yeah. So, and then another little known thing that most people don't know is that when you have like a Ryogo set on, then it's better to have two Kaya and K sets, because your defense increases from there, whereas your Ryogo helps with that 20% for HP, right? So I think I covered this in my previous explanation video about how stats work. Base stats get boosted by multiplier stats. So your Ryogo adds 20% more HP. And then if you just put in two of these Maxima cards at 7% more, 3.5 times 2, that's 27%, right? Versus if you put 20% on Ryogo and then use the K and Kula option card instead, which is 7% defense, that 20% plus that 7%, if you understand multiplier effects, it helps more than it would be if you went 27% only for HP. Okay, so guys, that's quite an important knowledge right there. So just take note of that there's a multiplier effect when it comes to stacking cards, right? You make your decisions based on the multiplier effect and whether or not you get a higher marginal gain. Okay. Forgo, you understood what I just said?
Yeah. Yeah, it makes perfect
Cool.
sense to me.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, I think we pretty much covered all the option cards that are relevant.
I think
could be
so.
wrong.
I mean, yeah, I mean, other than gold gain and, just, whatever cards. No.
Yeah, this was overshadowed by... This card was totally made irrelevant by the mature 6-star option. Totally overshadowed. Yeah.
This is a card here for PvE content with the bleed and the poison.
Oh yeah, very good for relay bosses, guys.
Yeah. For victory that everybody got for free.
Someone's asking about Shingo Yubuki option card. The Shingo card, is it 6-star? You click on it. Third one from the second row. Yeah. I don't think so. I mean, that 30% or chance to deal burn damage. The 40% of attack is a very low damage amount. Yeah, his core already gives you 150%. So what this means, right, guys, is if you take 30% times 40%, right, you get an effective output of 13% of extra damage based on attack, which is extremely low damage, guys. So your skill that already does 700% based on attack, at 13%, you go figure how much lower damage that is. I don't think it's a useful card at all. Yeah, it's a terrible card. And until Shingo is in meta, I don't think it's useful at all. Yeah.
I actually tried this card in Guild Raid and I was disappointed.
Yeah, it's very low damage, guys. So 30% times 40% is 13% damage, effectively. And 13% damage is not 13% of your base damage. It's 13% of your attack rating. And if you look at a skill deals already 700% of your attack rating. So 13% is like way lower. Okay? It adds basically 13% out of a 700% attack skill is 2% more damage. So that card gives you 2% more damage. That's what I mean. Okay? Terrible card. Yeah. I don't mind going for Q&A now for option cards or any cards to be... Yeah, if you guys want.
All right, guys. Do you have any questions for Saint about the option cards, or for me, or do you have any questions that you'd like to ask? What's that, Diamond? Okay, Christian, what's up? Awesome to hear that, Jimmy the Fox. That's cool. It does for all of us, I think.
Yeah. Hey guys, don't forget to join our Discord. Forgo and my Discord, my guild's Discord are in the description. So do drop by our Discords, guys. I highly recommend it. You can ask us questions from there. We are on voice chat all the time. We stream all the time. So please drop by our Discord. And the link is in the YouTube description. Yep.
Someone asked if Kazumi's option card is good. Kazumi's.
Yeah.
Not. I mean,
For PvE? Maybe. So if you look at the special effect, increases attack by 15% upon attacking enemies while burn, shock, or chilled. Maybe.
I wouldn't use it in PvP.
Yeah, in PvP, I don't think this is a useful card at all. Giving up stats for cooldown is really tough. I wouldn't recommend that. Like stat buff alone is not good enough.
But she does look good.
Yeah. Yeah, in my opinion, Vice option, yes, by Ariel Ramos. You mentioned that the Vice option card is pretty good. It is. It's BIS for a lot of characters, even non-Vice characters. So I have like 7 or 6 of them. So it's really something I invest into as well. Yeah.
Kristen says he doesn't need skill cooldown because he has skill. Cool.
Nice.
That's cool.
You should pin that, man.
Player.
Diamond 9 asks if the Maxima and K Kula are the best 5-star cards.
Depends where you play.
Yeah, if it's for championships, yes.
Yeah.
For PvE, depends on which stage or which mode. So like I said, you don't use those 2 option cards for like the element bosses. For element bosses, I just use the Christmas Yuri, which increases crit and damage and crit rate, and as well as the Jiangfei Halloween Jiangfei option card. So those increase your CP a lot, so you can access a higher dungeon, and then you can just cycle between your 3 characters without needing cooldown option cards at all. Yeah, this card is terrible, by the way, guys.
There you
It's
go,
really bad.
Pando. That's your answer.
Yeah, it's a terrible card. I don't know who designed this. The My one is also really bad. I'm really disappointed by the My one. You can click on the My one. Yeah, this is very disappointing as well. What's the best set to apply for Orochi Yashiro? You definitely need the you need 3.8 seconds of cooldown reduction for Orochi Yashiro because he has a infinite string with his skills, but you need 3.8 seconds of cooldown. Yeah, that's for Jimmy. Oh, we didn't cover Fogo. I just realized we didn't cover the battle cards, the purple battle cards. Yeah, we never covered this in any of our conversations, right?
No.
Yeah. So straight up, guys, I'm gonna keep this simple. If a character has a 6-star option for their purple cards, you have to use them. There's no other reason why not to. A couple of reasons. The 6-star option cards, you can click on anyone. They all add additional effects. Not everyone knows this. Click on anyone. So if you look at the bottom, at information, they didn't put it above in the stats. So freezes the target for 2 seconds when Neo Freeze execution finishes hitting. So just take note, like there's extra effects from their 6-star cards. You want to use all of them. Yeah, Jimmy. The cooldown 5-star cards. Effectively, you need 3.8 seconds of cooldown time, Jimmy. So without fail, for championships, all the 6-star battle cards, the PG battle cards, all must. The only exception would be what's that place called? When you want to compare it to PvE. So for example, a good one is K. Can you go to K? Yeah. So this card is not so good for PvE, guys. It's better for PvP. Reason for that is because the animation lasts really short. In my opinion, for PvE, the best in slot is his original 5-star, 5-star 5 PG finisher cut. Because that's the longest animation in the game. If I'm not mistaken, it's almost 15 seconds.
It's long.
You know which one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I'm looking for it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
looking for it.
long. Like, it's so useful, right? For all the team relay dungeons. It's crazy. I use that all the time, guys. No, I'm not talking about the damage. I'm not talking about the better aim. I'm talking about PvE and the length of which the animation lasts, which is extremely useful for boss fights.
Ugh. Where is that? There he is.
No Katsura.
This one.
Yeah, this one. Guys, this cut is extremely useful for relay bosses. Foggo, you want to explain why?
It's useful because it's a freaking long skill. It delays the timer and all those immortal bosses for a long duration. That way your other characters, while you're playing on automatic or on auto, your other characters are still building up their PG. Not to mention Kay's got a great PG rate leadership for red characters. But
agree.
Kay's like really become one of the best characters in the game for all game modes.
Yeah.
He's really just like, whenever he became a FES, or this FES version came in, people were really disappointed, and it's like, well, I think you should be pretty proud of what he is right now in this game. He's freaking ridiculous.
Yep. Another thing that people don't know or may not realize is that if you delay 15 seconds, right, of his finisher, then it gives 15 seconds of your cooldown to your awakening skills as well, guys.
Yeah. That countdown sip's going.
If you have combination of what's his name? So I can kill Immortal Victor, okay, with A as the leader, Rock, Johnson, and Hamaru. I can kill him with just 3 of them, 500 mil. By just cycling, right? Because they have all 3 of them have one of the longest animations for their finishers, and I can literally just cycle the finishers non-stop, and then Immortal Victor just dies with just this team alone. Okay, so very useful because you can cycle, and then awakening skills can cycle, and then if the awakening skills cycle, the PG gains very high as well, so on and so forth. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to go there. Yeah.
Yeah, purple. Let me see. Any other purple? I think we go to the Codex. That's a lot neater. Yeah. So once again, guys, it's BIS. No matter what, if you have a character and there's a 6-star option card, it is BIS for championships. That means you have to get them, and you need to get 2 because now there are 2 slots. Okay. There's no doubt about it. Anyone who has a 6-star option, not 6-star option, 6-star finisher card, and you're playing champs, you need to get 2 of them for the characters. Okay. Because it adds stats, and it all of them have a special effect. My personal favorite is Mai's one. Where's Mai's? Mai Shiranui. Second one. Right at the top. Right at the top. Yeah. So I like this a lot, guys. It requires 8... No, oh, well, not that I like it because of the photo. I like it because it increases HP by 8% on using. Very useful card, by the way, guys. Because like during Go format, like a lot of people run out of time in Go format. You could use this, right? At the last second, you gain 8% health, and then you win because of having more HP than your opponents. Okay, so
yeah, it's
this is one of my favorite effects where you gain 8% more health because you use it. Very useful, extremely useful. Yeah. Okay, for the rest, I don't think I need to comment. Right? What do you think, Fogo? Did I?
No, not really. I mean, I don't think there's really a whole lot to say about him.
Yeah, go Nits 3PG, guys. If you haven't got it from the Epic Quest, please go farm for it.
Yeah, you'll get it from the last chapter in episode 0.
Yeah, this is a very important card, guys. Extremely important card. Please go farm for it. In my opinion, one of the best in the game for PvE and PvP. Yeah, I think for those who cannot get the second option card or a replicate of it, just use the new. I think the new card dungeons, they give you the gem that allows you to place it just for stats. I don't even know what you call those gem cards.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's right at the bottom of this page, Foggle. The purple one. No, right there. The purple. I think it's right at the bottom. Yeah, the gem cards. There we go. So guys, these gem cards, there are 4-star versions and 5-star versions. Pretty useful. If you don't have enough cards to fill up the slots, just put this in because it gives you increased stats. Okay. Yeah. For those who didn't join the last stream we did a couple of weeks ago, we covered set cards there. So today we didn't cover any set cards other than Leia because Leia is the newest set card that was added after the second stream I did before go covering set cards. So just take note of that. So if you want to know what we talked about, like on Taken sets, Ryugo sets, it's all in the previous live stream that we did. Yeah, you can find it in Foggo's channel.
Destructo is asking if the gold anniversary set is any good or useful.
Yeah, Foggo, you can click on it.
Trying to find it.
Yeah, that's a new one, so I can comment, I guess.
You talking about this set here? Or you talking about the one we got for free?
I think he's referring to the one that has the ugly Ash photo on. Like Ash really looks damn weird.
Ash?
Yeah, there's an Ash above him.
This one?
No, above. It's from the gift box.
Oh, yeah, the free one. The free one. I think that's down, isn't it?
Is it not in this codex? I don't see it in the codex. Maybe it's 4-star. Yeah. Oh, you can't find it in the codex.
It's not a 3-star.
You have it, right? You can go to your battle cards. I don't think it's a useful set, guys. And I find Ash very ugly in the display art. It looks terrible.
Insane really loves Ash.
No, I don't. That's the one.
These.
Yeah, look, click on the Ash, man. It's so weird. Look at Ash.
Okay. What? You don't like that?
Nah, man. Is that even Ash? He looks like the alien from okay, never mind, forget it.
Is this set any good?
Yeah, it's a terrible set.
Yeah. It's a whatever set, honestly. It's a set I can tell you that I'll never level it up.
Yeah, it's terrible, guys.
The trap
Any
is
facet.
strong.
Yeah, the trap is the trap strong with this one? I don't know, man.
I need to get rid of these cards here.
Untrappable for both races. Sorry, not both races, both genders. Untrappable, guys. Yeah, it looks like an alien, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so I think I can address the new tier list. Oh, it crashed?
It did. Surprised it took this long.
No problem. Foggo, do you have the tier list in like overlay again?
Yeah, of course.
What is the
There you go, buddy.
which are the best option cards for characters with burn damage? Eric, for which mode? If it's PvE or PvP? Okay, guys. So for the tier list, right? really quite a lot of shifts, like I mentioned earlier. You'll find that characters that with Leia set became a lot stronger. People like Xion, like I mentioned, Vice, so on and so forth. Those are really one-shot capable characters. So people like Rugal moved up. Bryna went down because Leia set causes the reflect damage to kill her, so her core 1% for immunity doesn't get affected. Yeah, so and with the increase of all the new defensive cuts, right? So people like Elizabeth also got a boost. Because now there are a lot more defensive options. Mr. Karate isn't out yet. I'm still deciding between is he in front of John Cena or behind John Cena, in between John Cena and Gonit. Yeah. Mr. Karate will still have one weakness, guys. In a 3v3 setting, he will have problems against a team of anti-sweepers. So people like Kula, Lady Big, and Lolly Kim. So if he's Mr. Karate against this tree, he cannot sweep them easily. Okay. Whereas if I'm John Cena and I'm playing against a Lady Big, Lolly Kim, and a Kula, I've got a chance.
What he means by anti-sweepers, guys, is characters that have like a CC explosion, characters that can stun you out of nowhere, freeze you out of nowhere, petrify you out of nowhere, and Mr. Karate is very fragile without his hyper armor.
Correct. So just take note. I'm still deciding. And anyway, I can't update the tier list until the tier list itself has the icon updated. So Mr. Karate's icon has not been updated. So it'll take me a few more days to update it. Yeah. Nameless has dropped off tier 1 and tier 2 for the longest time. He's been tier 1 and tier 2 since he came into global. This is the first time he's outside of tier 1 and tier 2. So I'm pretty sure you guys noticed Nameless is not that useful anymore. Against good players, he kind of gets destroyed in no restrictions, of course. And even during weeks that have
original.
Yeah, like K and Yori eats him for breakfast. Yeah, what is don't explosion or dot explosion?
Yeah, I think he meant to say dot explosion.
Dot explosion.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. All right.
No, you go.
Okay. Dot explosion just means damage over time. Well, dot means damage over time. Dot explosion is, let's see, we'll find a character that has it. We'll go Xion. Here we go. So characters like Xion and Gintoki, they have what's called dot explosion. Heihachi, Lady Ashiro. Anytime you see this effect where it says deals 2 times remaining blah blah damage to the target and removes it afterwards, that's explosion. You're getting double the...
Your overlay... sorry, Fogo, the tier list is blocking the overlay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Whoops, sorry guys. Forgot I was there. There we go. Anyway, sorry. So, deals 2 times remaining, whatever damage to the target and removes it afterwards. That's explosion. That's what explosion is. You're getting double the amount of damage whenever this happens. So like Xion, like Gintoki has it. He's got bleed explosion. You see the same thing here. Deals bleed damage equal to 2.5 times of the target remaining bleed damage, then removes it. Characters with this effect have a tremendous amount of damage whenever that explosion takes effect. And it's usually off critical hits. Actually, it isn't. Well, yeah, it is. Upon landing a critical hit, yeah.
Yep.
It's
dot explosions are very useful for PvP and PvE, guys.
Yeah. It's like whenever we see it on a character, we're like, oh yeah. Even Orochi Chris, who isn't very good for PvP, but for PvE, because of his explosion, because of this explosion, he actually becomes useful for one of the immortal bosses. Go figure.
Yeah, very useful.
And
another thing is, it doesn't have cooldown. He's one of the few dot exploders that doesn't have cooldown, guys.
Yeah. So it's so every time he does a critical hit, this damn explosion is gonna happen every time. It's crazy.
Yeah, and the guy like permanently gets perma stun. Yep. But anyway, I think there's a confusion going in the chat. Just now when we mentioned, right, Mr. Karate is weak to CC bombs, not dot explosion. He's actually immune to dot explosions.
No.
So what are CC bombs? Yeah, so he's actually immune to dot explosions, but he's not. He's weak to CC bombs. So CC bombs are like Kula, Lady Big.
Here, we'll show you. I'll show you what we're talking about. So like, let's see. Since we mentioned Kula, we'll just use her. See this here? This is what we're talking about. Like, they have these core effects where they can freeze, petrify, stun for 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, whatever. During this moment, if he doesn't have that hyper armor up, he can die pretty easy because he's a fragile character. He's an attack type character that has no damage reduction. He can die easily. It's not to say he's an amazing character, but he is reliant on that hyper armor to stay alive, as well as dodging well.
Yeah. So this is the only weakness, and I haven't decided whether he's in front of Cena or not because of this. Because Cena is still useful in a lot of scenarios, in a 3v3 scenario, not just a 1v1 scenario, guys. So for those who want to see my tier list, right, I have two types of tier lists. I have the 1v1 tier list, and I have the 3v3 tier list. So the one that Forgo just showed is the 3v3 tier list, which is its effective usefulness in championships. 1v1 is when, you know, the very first round, whether or not you're going to win it, where players from both sides don't have any PG advantage, so on and so forth. Okay, so if you guys want to see the tier list, do join my Discord. The Discord link is on the left in the description below. We have all the information about championships there, including all the different tier lists. So just feel free to join our Omega Guild Discord. Yeah, guys. Yeah, other things about the tier list that's changed quite a lot. Of course, Kula has really got a boost. She was from tier 3. I think she went into tier 2 because of her new 3PG. So a new 3PG is almost full screen, guys. And it causes 2 seconds of freeze after, which in my opinion is the most powerful finisher effect.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Yep. So, yeah, with the presence of more and more people who have one shot, characters such as like Lolly Kim are becoming more useful again. Because anti-sweepers are what you need to stop one shots, guys. So what Forgo has been doing is that he's been investing into Lolly Kim, and I can see that his rating has also improved in championships, so that's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, she's becoming one of my little go-tos. Plus, everybody picks her when they're fighting.
Yep, quite a decent character, guys.
Yeah, she's quality, man. I really underrated her back in the day when she first was released. I underrated her, man. She's much stronger than what I gave her credit for.
In my opinion, I think most people underrated her because there was a period of time where she was not buffed, and then the post-buff people didn't realize how much stronger she was because they already brushed her aside. And then it was only after I like put her in my tier list, and there was a lot of question why did I put Lolly Kim so high. It's precisely for that reason. Most people can't understand why Lolly Kim's in tier 2. But when you meet an optimized player who knows how to use all Lolly Kim, you'll understand.
Yeah, you'll find out. Like Yurgen.
Yeah, infinite, basic, so on and so forth. A lot of just very useful character in general. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's this Petrify. Ooh. And then Petrify on her third skill. It's a chance, but still. She got a lot of CC power. Plus, she also gets super armor during a guard. And has the hyper armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a good character, man, for sure.
Back to the tier list. We tested Halloween Chris, guys. Not a lot of people have tested him. He's pretty interesting. I call him a jack of all trades. One thing I really like about him is that his S3, which is a petrify skill, guaranteed as long as you're on hit, including on block, is that it can hit twice and then it resets the petrify timing. So on paper, you could be petrified for nearly 4 seconds.
それで精一杯なの?
So if you look at the skill, his S3 shoots 2 projectiles and they don't go at the same speed. That's the cool part. So if you get hit by one, you'll definitely get hit by the other. The first one, sorry.
Yeah, it's hard to see here.
Yeah, it's hard to see here, but basically it doesn't move in the same speed. So if you get hit by the first one, you'll 100% get hit by the second one as well. Which means you have twice the amount of petrify time, which is almost 4 seconds worth. Yeah. His string attacks, he's not that good at catching. S2 is probably the best for catching.
Mm-hmm.
But he's kind of like a jack of all trades. And you know his petrify can hit quite easily because it's very slow moving, so you can move along with the projectile. And then if you are in darkness form, that means being hit by the petrify. He gets immunity for 4 seconds, so that's quite significant.
What do we think about the buffs and the core effects of Nesquio and Orochi? The buffs they might get, and how it's going to change PvP. Well, Chrono, we can only vote on one of them, you know, and it looks like last I checked, Orochi was winning that contest.
Yeah.
So he's probably going to be the one that gets the buff. Honestly, man, when it comes to Orochi, he needs.
They
some
should make him
love.
got like same as karate, same as all the cost 65 guys. Yeah.
He needs some love, man. He's slow. His ignore guard's only close range. He has long cooldowns. His damage
slow
isn't very
recovery.
good. Yep. His damage isn't very good. Compared to these other, like, seriously, guys, if you compare this cost 65 to this dude, to this dude, to this dude, he is lacking. He's lacking. He don't even come close to the damage that they can put out. He don't even come close.
Yeah. Where is Orochi on my tier list? I think probably tier 8. I can't even remember. He's so low.
I'll put it up for you. He's tier 7.
Yeah, really bad, guys. Orochi is really bad. They didn't like, he didn't age well. They didn't buff him. Yeah, and his kit, I mean, compared to Rugal is probably the best character that aged well.
Yeah. He's a real versatile character the way they designed him. He's Rugal's he's a good character.
Yeah, he has a shot to win everyone still. Like,
Yeah, he's still like a good optimized Rugal player. They can get it done. They can do some pretty amazing things.
Yeah, so not gonna lie, I think when Orochi gets buffed, he'll probably go to tier 1 or 2. It has to be. They tend to do that for cost 65 characters. Ignitz is the only exception. So, but to be fair, Ignitz is a god at PvE. So yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's Ignitz is he's something else, especially right now for this mortal that we got that's weak to purple fighters. You could put Halloween Chris in the leadership, get the PG rate, put Ignitz on the team, nameless. Yep.
Halloween Chris dies quite easily though. No?
No. He won't against this boss because he's got the type advantage.
Yeah, my Ignitz was getting killed by this boss.
Really?
But I put him in
was...
team 2. I put him in team 2. I didn't put him in team 1.
Ah.
My team 1, I use my team 1 is exactly the same as yours, except that my team 1 is able to deal 160 million damage by itself.
That's
but
pretty
my team 2, because Ignitz dies very fast, like he doesn't even make it to the end of the round.
Yeah, I did. I was just experimenting with these guys, but my first team they were able to hit I had one round where they hit 141 million. And this team here it's no good for this. It's not good. Green's not good.
Yep.
So I thought about setting up a purple team. What level's your Chris?
Level 10.
Okay, mine's level 30, so he might have a shot at
Man,
staying
how do you get
alive.
level 30?
I'm a whale, bud.
Right.
Just kidding. No, I just got lucky. Got lucky on some pulls.
Got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think that pretty much I will leave the last 20 minutes for FAQ, guys. Any other questions you have for us, me and Foggle? Do drop the questions in the chat.
Any questions, my friends? Oh, damn it. Do we think Mr. Karate is Rio or Takuma? Yeah, what the? You know the answer to that, Watch. Come on now.
I actually don't know the answer.
It's Takuma.
Foggle, do educate me. I don't know.
It's Takuma. Takuma is Mr. Karate.
In what kind of pop?
In the game where
Possessed?
Rio actually defeated his father in the original game. Yeah. That's Takuma. Takuma. Mr. Cry is actually Heavy D. I don't think so. What makes Rio tier 5? Toby's asking you why is Rio tier 5.
I think you can answer that, Foggle.
Rio's tier 5 because he's tier 5 because he's a very fragile character. That's the thing about him. Like he can die pretty damn easy. He has no immunity. He has no way to stay alive. And yeah, you can put an Akane set on him, but a character with dot damage is going to take care of that. Or even a character with Reflect now with the Leia set. I mean, Rio's dangerous. I mean, he can one-shot, one-kill kind of a player or character. But if you dodge that third skill, he's pretty much a sitting duck. I mean,
And it's not just dodging, guys. When you get hit by it, right, there's two issues that I have. One is it puts you in standing position, so anyone with counter skills can counter. Even your awakening, you can awaken out of it. That's one. And the worst one is it's damn buggy when you hit at close range. Forgo, you want to explain this?
Yeah. Whenever Rio's whenever he's next to someone, I made a video about it a while back, but whenever he's right next to someone, when you do the third skill, he freaking shoots past them. He shoots past them. Like he doesn't stand in front of them. He shoots past them. It's freaking annoying, honestly. It's like when he does this third skill. When he does this skill, this one here. Now look, see the distance he is right now? Look at the distance right here. See this? If you're this far away, you're good to go. But if Rio is standing right here, right in front of you, he will go past you right here and start hitting. And when he does that, the other opponent can just attack him from behind. It's annoying, man. It's annoying.
Oh yeah, I really hate the Rio's really he's really quite bad. Yeah.
He's a tricky character to play because of these things. A skill player can do well with him, but against other skill players, they're gonna have trouble. I mean, he's honestly, guys, Rio, in my opinion, is just a PvE unit. He's decent at PvP, he's okay, but PvE is where he shines. He's freaking strong, but that's where it ends for him, for me. Oh, the tier list blocked the view. Sorry. Damn it. Did it again. I did it again. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. Okay. Okay. So, see the distance Rio is here? If he's this far away from the opponent, the third skill will hit. Every time. No problem. Hey, Sky. No problem. It'll hit. But if he's standing right here, like right in front of your opponent, what he does when he does the third skill is he shoots past them and he goes over here. And you can't cancel that skill. You cannot just get out of it. So what happens is this opponent is free to do whatever the hell they want. And they can attack you. They can come after you. And you're just sitting there like a sitting duck. It's not good. It's not good. It sucks. He's an absolute monster in PvE. But for PvP, he's a decent character, but you better be a very skilled player to play with him well. Is all I can say. You got to be aware of these little quirks that he has and be aware of your distancing, how far you are away from your character at all times in order to really make him optimal. And by the way, guys, if you're in the corner and you hit that third skill, he's going to just slide past them. It's annoying. It's annoying, man. Is Rio stronger than Zero? Which Zero are you talking about? If you're talking about Pretty Zero, no. If you're talking about Original Zero, I don't know. What do you think, Saint?
What about Original Zero?
Is Rio stronger than Original Zero? Damage-wise, yes.
Yeah, Original Zero is really weak, guys. Because he's so slow, right? You could spam dodge and he can't catch you. It's the same.
Yeah.
Why Original Zero and Lady Chang both didn't age well is because the animation speeds are so terrible, guys.
Yeah, Rio's fast. I mean, he's got speed. That's something on his side compared to Original Zero. You know, it's not that Rio's a bad character. It's just we're comparing him to all these other metas. You know, it's Original Zero is slow. Lolly Chain can stun you when you fight her. Real Zero's got stun reflect. She's immune to stun though, isn't she? I don't have Lolly Chang. Wish I did, but I don't. Eventually, I'm gonna have to get her. Because you need 3 defensive fighters for Hell's Dungeon. 3 yellows. Yeah, Toby, Mr. Karate's tier 1. He's freaking... This dude's stupid.
Yeah, Karate is really strong, guys.
He's freaking
He's
dumb.
ridiculously strong, yeah.
He's, I mean, he's going to be good for all game modes, guys. He's got a nice long animation. He's got the 3PG. He's got a good leadership. He's going to be good in all game modes. You can bet when people level him up, you're going to see him in these immortal dungeons, and he's going to get banned religiously in PvP. I can already see that coming.
Yeah, it's an instant ban, guys. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. There's just no way to handle him at the moment other than if you have an entire team of anti-sweepers. But the thing is, your anti-sweepers are also gonna be possibly banned. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's good.
He's the ultimate and sweeper. He is without fail the best sweeper in the game right now. Yep. Yes, correct. No doubt.
I mean,
he filled all the criteria for the perfect sweeper.
I mean, look at this dude. He removes power when people attack him on a 5-second cooldown. He becomes immune when hit with dot explosion. He reflects burn, gains super armor. He's got hyper armor in his kit. He builds up PG super fast because he has 30% freaking PG gain. Look at that crap. And good luck escaping his ultimate.
His ultimate functions a little bit like Nameless 3PG. There's probably some windows that we haven't discovered, but I'll have to test that out.
Yeah.
But in short, there's two animation phases. The first hit and then the burning sensation that also kind of staggers you. So it's just
so
another
is,
nameless.
Is Mr. Karate the strongest red fighter? I'd say yes.
What for PvE? I would argue K is better. For PvP, Karate is the best, no doubt about it. For it, I meant 3PG. Mr. Karate has a 3PG, right, guys? That functions almost the same as Nameless's 3PG.
Yeah, man,
It's
this
quite
damn
ridiculous.
thing. Check this thing out. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So the first hit, and then you can awaken, but if you get caught by the burning animation, it staggers you as well. So you can awaken, dodge, and then you get staggered. Yeah.
K versus The Rock, PvE. Who's better?
Oh, tough one.
Depends on the
dungeon thing.
situation.
Yeah, it depends on dungeon.
It really, it's funny you say that, Norley, because they actually need each other. They actually need each other in game modes. Rock needs that PG rate from K. But K, I mean, even though he has a super long animation, having Rock's long animation is a massive plus.
Yeah.
They really need each other, to be honest.
I want to talk about Mr. Karate, right? Why he's so good in PvP right now, guys. It's because, and compared to Rio, why he's so much better, right? It's because all three of his skills knocks the opponent off the ground. That is one of the most important things.
Oh yeah, all three of them are OTG.
So it not only knocks them off the ground, it causes them to go airborne as well. So it's not just an OTG skill, it is also an airborne skill, which means you cannot use counter attacks. Once you get hit by him, you get hit by him. And the other thing that makes him really powerful is that any of his three skills can start a permutation of combos and strings. So it's so easy to connect all of them. There's no issues whatsoever in connecting any of his skills. Okay? And then the range and the speed of which all three skills occur is ridiculous, and the priority is ridiculous as well. So all in all, right, he's the most powerful character that's been released to date in a 1v1 situation, but I cannot confirm the 3v3. 3v3, only John Cena, I would say, can put a candle to him. So I'm still deciding on that. But once the tier list is updated, I'll let you see that. Yeah.
Oh, might have to have a car set on him.
Yeah. So he's really, really powerful. Yeah. How Foggle, sorry.
What?
Maybe you create a FM game and I'll join you.
Yeah, sure. Oh.
Yeah, just to show the audience like how powerful karate is.
Oops, sorry guys. Wrong game. I accidentally clicked on that. Sorry. It happened so fast, man. It happened so fast. Well, Mr. Karate's going to have a lot better survivability than Ignis and PvE. Low cooldowns, hyper armor. He's going to have way better survivability. He's probably good at Crash anyways, to be honest. Damage-wise? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, he's really best in slot for what? Karate?
Yeah, does Karate have more damage than Ignitz?
No.
Ignitz is pretty damn. I mean,
yeah, Ignitz can one shot no matter who you're playing against. But Karate cannot. He's quite dependent on his Leia set. Yep. Okay, guys. So what I'll do, right, is I'll showcase Mr. Karate not gameplay, but just his skills to explain why he's so powerful.
It doesn't matter. We're not doing him anyways. Okay.
Okay, so I'll create a game when you join.
Okay.
So
Let me know the
997-079. Yes, Toby, I take matchups.
7.
Okay, guys, so
5.
I'll showcase
3, 2,
Mr.
1.
Karate, right? Can you use Yori first?
I already clicked on you.
Okay, no problem, no problem. So you still have a counter attack skill. I want you to spam your counter attack skill if I hit you with any skill.
Okay, just do that, right?
Yeah. So it's just a test, guys. We're not playing. So what I'm explaining is that all 3 of his skills causes you to be knocked up in the air, and if you're on the ground, you get knocked up as well. So what it means is that you can't awaken out of it, and you can't counter attack out of it. So I can show you guys. Okay, so he's spamming counter attack non-stop, and just no way
Round 2.
to get out of it. All 3 skills. Okay. Second is if you're on the ground, he can pick you up from the ground for all 3 skills as well, which is ridiculous. Yep.
So like, yeah,
Okay.
all 3 of his skills are OTGs.
Yes, and he has the best projectile in the game at the moment with a gut break projectile at 70% chance to gut break, which is much better than Pretty Zero. The only other projectile that could break a guard was Pretty Zero, and now he has a 70%, and he has a chance to restart, and he has high priority, guys. So if your opponent throws a projectile at you and you just do S1, it will bypass the projectile. So it's a huge priority, and he has the best catching ability in the game as well, which is his S2. It is the only catching skill that has the 3 most important attributes: hyper armor. In fact, it has a new kind of skill called hyper armor with immunity, which means he takes 0 damage if you use it, and someone uses his 3PG on you, unlike hyper armor, which can be broken. It has the full screen range, and it has a fast startup speed. So it has all the 3 most important attributes of catching. So you can see it's full screen, guys.
See how
It's
far
the
that was,
only
guys?
catching skill that has full screen. Okay? This is the most in-bar skill in the game, guys. His S2 is officially the most OP skill in the game. No doubt about it. Okay? Easy to catch, easy for defense. You can even use it just before someone uses a finisher and you take 3 no damage. Okay? Because it's the only skill in the game that has both hyper armor and immunity. Okay? The code is 77. Sorry, can you use defensive characters because I want you to last longer.
Oh yeah. Sure. Sorry.
Yeah, you can use all 3 defensive. Pretty big will be okay.
I got nameless in there too. We'll make him a little tankier.
No problem. Ryogo.
Ryugo? Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So, the only weakness of Mr. Karate, guys, is his CC. That's it. So only the CC bombers can counter him. Everything else, he's gonna win the matchup. He's gonna win Gonit's matchup as well. Okay, unless you spam skills and then Gonit catches you.
All right. Whoa. What's going on here? Okay, never mind. We're good.
Okay, so 772-366.
Three 6-6.
Yeah, 772-366.
9. Fight.
So even his S1 range is 3/4 of the screen. So
Round one.
I could move back literally like one character distance away, and I could still hit him with my S1. Watch. Look at that. Ridiculous. He's got the most powerful projectile in the game, the most powerful catch in the game. Okay? And then same thing with his S3, it's about this distance. See, you can still hit, and then you disable his dodge. Oh, it's disable dodge on success hit, is it?
I think it is.
No, it's on block as well. But you didn't get disabled just now though.
Try it again.
Yeah, you can get... this is damn buggy. I know, this happens sometimes with Pretty Zero. I've lost a match where it doesn't disable dodge. No, it's not a chance thing, it's a bug. It's a bug. It's supposed to be 100% disable dodge. I've lost a match before
That's what
because
I thought.
I S2 with my Pretty Zeros to disable a dodge, but the guy can still dodge. Yeah, it's damn stupid. Yeah. Okay, so once again, best projectile in the game
over.
is his S1. It is 3/4
You
screen.
lose.
Okay, and then I'll just showcase a full combo, and you can see how much damage it deals to a level 50 nameless. Okay, watch.
Ready?
You want me to guard?
Go.
Don't need. So because it's OTG, right? You can just continue the string like this. Right? And there's nothing the opponent can do because S2 is unblockable. He has two guard break skills. One is S1 and S2. Yep. That's how powerful he is, guys. So I literally just one-shotted a level 50 nameless best in slot with Ryogo, guys. And I'm level 10, okay? I'm level 10. Okay, there was nothing nameless can do because I disabled rolls during key moments.
Well, plus that third skill is an interrupt skill, so like it's like.
Yeah, so that's just bullshit. I literally just one-shotted nameless level 50, guys. And there was nothing Forgo can do. Yeah, and don't forget, another thing that makes him really powerful is the ability to gain PG by blocking.
Yeah, he's a pretty broken character, guys.
Yeah. Hey, Sports Channel, if you want to play FM, you can go to our Omega Discord's, Omega Guild's Discord. We play a lot of friendly matches there. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, not gonna lie, guys, Mr. Karate is probably the most OP character that's ever been released. And the other thing is, it doesn't take much skill to use him, whereas John Cena requires much more skill to use. So straight up, he's definitely gonna be an instant ban for me compared to all other characters. Yeah. If I were you guys, prepare to fight more Psyches and more Ks in championships for no restriction weeks. Yeah. So that's the conclusion on Mr. Karate. I just need to decide whether or not he's in front of John Cena or behind John. Okay,
Yeah.
Forgo, I think I'm done pretty much for today's session. So, is there any ending questions before we close the session, guys? Or Forgo, do you have any questions?
No, I mean I'm pretty good. I don't really have anything to add to this. You will skip no restriction week. You ain't fighting Psyche, you'll take on Guinness, huh?
Nah, you don't want to take on
rather-
Gonitz. Gonitz is still
I'd
pretty...
I'd rather
Pretty
fight
dangerous.
Psyche myself. Can you escape from the Mr. Karate 3PG? I don't know, watch.
I haven't tested it enough. You probably can, but the window is shorter though. I realized that after he hits with his first hit animation, if you awaken, even if you dodge, you seem to be, you'll still get staggered by it. So the window to dodge is much less than Nameless's 3PG. So I would argue it's even better than that. I think the only way is that you awaken and you have to use a skill that creates distance between you and him.
God, you whale.
Yeah. Okay, Foggle, it's your call. How long do you want to do the Q&A, so on and so forth?
Oh, it doesn't matter to me, man. If you guys, I mean, do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, we'll spend the next 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, Toby, he's OP. He definitely got what he deserved as far as being a boss, a KOF boss. I mean, he got what he deserved. He's a pretty insane character. I love him to death. I think he's awesome. It's a shame that he's gonna get banned all the damn time, but the thing that I like about him is we can still use him in PvE. He's still gonna be godly there. So it's all good. You're gonna get your money's worth out of the guy. Are we gonna test how Karate's 3PG works? I don't know, Saint. You wanna see if we can awaken out or whatever?
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Okay.
Sure.
Just give me a
okay.
code.
You use the thick characters, right? Can you use 3? Just use Chang.
Yeah.
Replace Chang with another defensive character.
Put Lady Big in the leadership. And I'll put I guess I'll put Ash in there. He's a defensive character.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll throw a little
Real go on him.
I got a Ryugo on her. I got a Ryugo on Nameless, I believe.
Nanda.
Okay.
Okay, great.
I already got a KS on. I'll just leave that on him.
Okay, great. Yeah, 903, 923. Okay.
9.
So
Eight,
what I'll do, right, is I'll just farm for 3PG.
Yeah.
And then make sure when I use my 3PG, you have Awakening available. Yeah.
Okay. Now we can try the whole Awaken Guard thing,
Round
right?
1.
Yeah, as in Awaken Escape, similar to what we do for 3PG for Nameless.
Yeah. You could just block.
I could. I think I gain. Oh, I think I gain faster. No, let me use this.
It's all good, man. A couple shots. We got 3 characters to try on. There you go.
Okay, here we go. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Awaken feels and then try to dodge to the end of my left screen, okay?
Do you want me to awaken after the first hit?
Yeah, awaken after first hit. Ready?
Okay.
Here we go. See? That's fine, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, so I just did already. It's not enough time. It's different from Nameless. Okay, so what I'll do next, right? What I'll do next is I want you to dodge. I want you to dodge backwards instead of across me. Do you understand?
Round 2.
Dodge backwards?
Yeah. So it's the same thing. Now move towards my left. Move towards the left. Yep. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm gonna 3PG you, right? And then you dodge backwards instead of across me. Do you know what I mean?
I got you.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. So when I hit you, dodge to the right. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Let's go. Let's go. See?
He still hits
ridiculous.
him.
Yeah,
Dang,
I know.
man.
I know, guys. So
Oof.
yeah, it's really oof, guys. It's really oof.
Oof.
So yeah. So what I'll do, right, is you got no more awakening, right?
Yeah. You got.
まだ大丈夫
Gotta wait a full minute after the first awakening. That'll be the next thing that Marvel does. They'll decrease the cooldown on the awakening.
Yeah, it's the same range as his S1 watch. I've tested it already.
3,
But you can go full screen. I'll do full screen first.
ready,
Go to the far end.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, jaw.
Holy
Shit.
mother
I
of
would
crap.
Sorry, it's full screen, guys.
Holy crap!
Sorry, I didn't know. I thought it was three quarters.
Whoa. Holy crap!
Did you spam dodge?
Well,
Okay. No problem. So what I'll do now is I'll use my 3PG, right, bro? And then you awaken just before the last flame animation so that you'll be standing up and not staggered. Do you understand?
okay.
Okay, so time it at the last. Oh no, it hits you in the air. Okay, forget.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So maybe like right after you do the hit,
you knew.
if I guard after you do the first hit, I don't
Yep.
know. Maybe try that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
582 732.
Woof. This guy's woof. Man,
9,
that's crazy. I
8,
can't believe that damn
7, fight.
3PG could hit you all the way across the screen. That is nuts. There's no escaping that damn thing. I didn't try
Yeah,
dodging Johnny.
Foggle. Johnny's got a good point.
Round 1.
Can you
I
spam
didn't try
dodge?
dodging.
Spam dodge.
Ready, go.
Can you spam dodge when I cast the 3PG?
Okay. Just spam dodge, huh?
Okay, wait. I gotta gain.
Just start spamming
Okay.
dodge, huh?
Okay, one sec. Go to the right. Okay, ready? Only after I press, okay?
Okay.
And then if once that fails, you awaken ASAP and then you still spam dodge. Okay?
Okay.
Let's go. Spam dodge, spam dodge. Oh no. You gotta go to one direction, not go. You went back and forth in the same towards
Well,
me a bit.
I was. We did dodge though. Did you see that? I was spamming dodge, but I wasn't holding the
Round
direction.
2.
You need to hold the direction. Okay, no
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
We can do it again.
Ready, go.
Okay. Ready?
Okay.
Let's go. No! Hold the.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. I should have just dodged. I didn't even need to hit the awakened skill. You know?
Sure, we can try it again.
All right.
Okay, ready?
I only hit dodge once. I only hit it once.
No, but you went back into my direction though.
I know. It rolled right back into you.
Round
Okay,
3.
we'll do this again.
Ready, go.
Far right.
I'm all the way over.
Okay,
Okay,
ready? Okay, ready? Oh no, you gotta wait for your awakening. Or you want to do without awakening first. Without awakening first, okay? Let's
yeah,
go.
Okay.
Nope, still got.
No, I did dodge and I did go to the left, so
Hey.
that
Yeah,
time I
you
did it
still got-
right. I still took damage. But you can survive longer, Johnny makes a point. The thing is though, Johnny, you're still gonna be on the ground afterwards.
Yeah, and
You're
you
still
can
gonna be
still
laying on the
he can
ground.
still grab you off the ground. All 3 skills are.
Well, alright, now let's try
Awakening
like
now,
a
right?
dodge and guard or awaken and guard. Yeah?
Okay. It won't work if it's doing the flame animation. It has to be after the flame animation. You understand, right? Here we go. You can't even awaken, I think, because you're in the air.
I can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once he hits you
can't-
and you go piling up in the air, you're done.
You
Oh.
lose. 失敗
So it looks like
Uh,
you pretty much just can dodge and just try to avoid as little damage as possible. But if he's got his
No,
skills
no,
up,
no, Johnny. Phoenix. When who was able to dodge, right? The flame still caught him. That's my point.
yeah. I mean, Phoenix, I dodged it correctly that one time, right?
Correct.
But I still took damage, and what happened was I was laying on the ground. He still can run across the screen like nothing. All of his skills are OTGs, and he can still go right back into his combos. And his
Correct. So
damage is
basically,
insane. So
the second phase is where the flame comes up, right? He caught Forgo even though he dodged twice, and it's the same testing as you don't need to awaken. He didn't do awaken. We did it 3 times
No,
just now.
yeah,
All
yeah,
failed.
yeah, yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
caught us. So we can tweet again, so no problem. 889189.
Nine, 8, fight.
So I can do mid range and long range. I can do mid range as well. I don't think you can avoid mid range. If it's mid range, right, I think I'll hit you. But you can try.
okay.
Round.
Yeah, you
one.
don't. But I'm saying you can't escape his PG regardless of what you do. That's my point.
Ready, go.
Guys, seriously, look at the damage he's doing to a level 40 freaking pretty big.
Yep. Okay, guys, get ready.
That's crazy.
Okay, so it's not full screen, it's 3/4, like I said. Okay, I'm gonna cast. Ready? I'll cast at mid range now. Try dodging. You can't. Mid range, you can't.
I was spamming this.
Long range, you can.
エキサイトだな
I want to try like maybe if we can dodge it and then guard or something. I don't know.
No, dodge, awaken, and dodge. You try. Dodge, awaken, dodge. So you awaken after the flame comes out and you try to dodge again. I don't know whether that will work.
Okay, dodge, awaken, dodge, huh?
Yeah, use try S3, but the S3 right will go towards him though, so I don't think it'll work.
You lose.
The window is much shorter. That's why it doesn't work, guys. The window of which the second animation comes out it's much shorter than Nameless 3PG, based on my testing.
Ready, go.
Okay, so we'll just do the normal. You just try spam dodge at full screen, okay?
Okay.
Okay, wait. Move to the right. Okay, ready? After I cast, spam dodge. And spam in the right direction, yeah? Go.
それだけか見切った
You see? So he
by,
spammed
the
the right
way,
direction.
by the way, that time I hit my
そ
guard
こまでだ
and look, I'm standing. So I'm standing there. So you can, I think you can still get yourself to stand and give yourself a fighting chance. You'll still take damage, but
No, but that's full screen, you see. When I did half screen, you were not standing because you were knocked in the air.
let's try
So
again.
what's the odds, right, of you doing a full screen 3PG? It's very rare. It doesn't happen.
That's true. Let's try it closer. Let me see if I can dodge it.
Okay, so now we'll do a close mid range. This 3/4. I think you might be able to dodge. Oh no, you can't.
Oh man. Oh. I think it hit Kristen, but I was standing up, so... And Saint's right. No one's ever going to do a 3PG that far away. Like, they're not going to do it.
Round 3.
That sucks. I want to try that again.
Go.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, go ahead, WPG, and let's try that again, bud.
What range? Full screen?
No, we already know we can do that. Well, yeah, do the full screen again. I want to try something again. See if it works.
Yep. You dodge and then dodge twice, is it? Or block?
No, I'm going to dodge and then guard and see if I'm standing at the end of it.
Okay, here we go.
Nope.
Nope. You're on the floor.
Yep. Damn. I think with Amos I got a little further away. But, yeah. Woof. Woof. Hey, Avanash, what's going on, buddy?
You lose.
Kronos, he's stupid, man. It's just, oh boy. Here, okay. We'll try the dodge, awaken dodge thing.
Yeah, the first hit you can dodge at full screen, Johnny, which rarely happens anyways. So we already tested 3/4, he cannot dodge it. 825046.
825406?
No, 046.
Oh, sorry.
Last 3 digits, 046.
Gotcha.
9, 8, fight.
Okay, so now we need to see whether we can escape the 3PG. That's the most important. Okay, so you can use Awakening, do some...
Round.
Lakesh, we tried dodging away, not through Mr. Karate already. It doesn't work. I don't get a lot of PG when I hit you. That's what I realized. Okay.
You should. Okay, so dodge, awaken, dodge.
Okay, ready?
Oh, I didn't get away.
Yeah, I guess we went.
I spammed it, but I spammed dodge. I didn't get away that time. Yeah, Yusama, he's crazy. We're trying to figure out what we can do against him, but he's gonna be a must ban. It's
doesn't. I'm telling you, man. You can't even escape his 3PG. Unlike Nameless, which you can.
Time over. You lose.
Okay, so we'll try one more time. Where you dodge
Round
backwards.
2.
That means not through me.
okay.
To show because there's someone asking again, just to prove them again.
Okay.
Okay, come closer to me. Come closer to me. Okay, ready?
Yep.
You probably have to awaken and dodge backwards.
I don't have my awaken skill.
Oh shit. Okay, sorry, my bad. Wow, look at the animation, guys.
That was pretty cool. Now, what do we want to do? We want to dodge backward again?
Yeah, wait, let me get some PG first. Okay, so go to my right. Yep. Okay, get ready. So I'll hit you with my 3PG, awaken, and then dodge backwards. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Awaken, get out, backwards.
Yeah.
Terrible. It's too powerful, guys. It's too powerful.
He's man.
Time over. You lose.
So his 3PG is unavoidable, guys. My conclusion is unavoidable.
Ready? Go.
totally unavoidable. One way is use Awakening and then use your invulnerability skill. Damage immunity, that's it. That's probably the only way you can mitigate damage, guys. No, I think it's unavoidable, Johnny. No matter what you do, you'll definitely get hit by it. We've already tested it. Okay, so full screen again or what? What do you want to follow?
Let's try the dodge, awaken, dodge thing.
So full screen or half screen or what?
Right there.
3/4.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
I actually tried something different. I tried like, I hit my awaken, right? And I dodged past you, and then I guarded. You know, like what we do with Nameless? No. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
You lose.
Oh, man.
No, you can't even avoid the first hit, Lakash. He got hit by the first hit and he had to awaken, which means he still got hit by the most damaging hit. So you can't even avoid the first hit. The only way to avoid the first hit is a full screen when I cast my 3PG and then he dodged. He spam dodge, then he could dodge. Even at 3/4 screen, guys, it still hit him and he couldn't spam dodge. 613281.
Nine, 8, 7, 6.
Oh, I think Mr. Fry is
5,
stronger than K.
4, 3.
Yeah, way stronger.
He's K's manageable. I mean, yeah, he's top tier, but he's manageable. Karate's gonna be much harder to deal with. There's a way to escape his 3PG, just ban him.
Ban. Yeah, instant ban, guys. This is instant ban. I mean, that's really...
Go.
Oof. That damn first skill is so fast. He just moves. He moves like lightning. Woof.
Okay. Full screen, okay? We do the full screen thing.
You want me to dodge?
Move to the right. Yeah. Full screen. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so you could dodge, but then he's got to escape.
I hit my awakened skill, then I tried guarding again. Nope.
No, it won't work.
It won't work. The thing that we do with Nameless won't work. Guarding afterwards is not gonna work.
Yeah, because the flame, basically the flame doesn't allow you to do that. And even if you wait till if the flame hits you, you get knocked up in the air, so you can't use your awakening as well. So that's the difference, because the flame doesn't knock you up in the air for Nameless. You see the difference? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what I want to do now is full screen. I'll use 3PG. You dodge past me as much as you can without using awakening, because you'll waste time not moving. Do you understand? Let's just see whether you can avoid.
Okay.
So just pure dodge, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. You see, still got hit, guys.
Yeah.
It still got hit. You know what? It still got hit. See, even his normal default is a base. Even his normal default is off the ground. All his skills are off the ground. All causes them to go airborne. Basically, the perfect kit.
Ready, go.
Okay, bro. Very close to me on the left. I'm gonna use my 3PG. You dodge backwards. Come here, come here. Okay, very close to me. Literally next to me. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll use my 3PG. You awaken after the first hit and then you dodge backwards. Okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3. can't. It's way too fast. It's impossible, guys. I'm telling you. I've done so much testing. I did last night and today as well. Jesus. Basically the best 3PG in the game. Yep.
Yeah, on top of being like, has an insane kit.
Yeah, and he can game PG by blocking as well.
He's just stupid. He's
So
dumb.
okay. Last try. I'm gonna use my default, try to awaken out of this.
I don't have an awakened skill, bud.
Oh, okay.
Time over.
もっと頑張ってね。
You lose.
I tried that
Yeah,
symbol 7,
it doesn't,
we
because
tried
the
that.
flame punch, right, causes you to go knock up in the air, and once you knock up in the air, you can't use awakening. Yeah. Okay, so my last test, guys, before I go, is to 3PG out of, sorry, to awaken out of his normal 3PG, his default finisher, 811437.
Nine. Fight. Round one.
ハッピーな
Foggle, later change your title to add Mr. Karate Test, PvP Test.
I will.
That will help with the views as well.
I will.
Okay.
You want to do
3PG,
the...
normal 3PG, okay? As in
Okay.
finish default finisher. You got awakening, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, ready?
I was
Jeez.
spamming the hell out of it.
Yeah, I can't because it's a knockup. So all skills are knockup, that's what I noticed. So you can't even awaken out of that voice. Okay, so what I'll do, right, is one last test is I'll do a distance base for the default finisher.
Round two. Ready? Go.
Okay, so default finisher. Let's see how far. I'll go half screen. Go. Nope. Okay, so it has to be probably 1/4 screen, which is about 2 character distances away. We got one last try to test.
I don't have awakened skill now, bud. Oh wait, I could try to dodge it though.
Yeah, yep. Try dodging. So 2 character distance. Okay, ready? So probably 1 character distance then. I have enough time to cast one more, so. Okay, ready? It's coming. Spam dodge soon. Go. Okay, so it's 1 character distance, guys.
They gotta be close whenever you want to do that one.
Yep. Okay, so the only way to stop him is anti-sweeping. I don't think anyone else can stop him. Yep. Anti-sweepers, yeah.
And he's a definite sweep for himself. There's no doubt.
Okay, so what do you want me to test? Last one, Foggle.
Well, when you're right next to me, do your
Default.
default 3PG, and I'll try to use my awaken skill.
Okay, ready?
When we're up close, yeah.
Go.
Oh no. No.
Yeah, no lah. It's off the ground. I already noted there was a OTG, bro.
Nope, nope, nope.
You lose.
失敗
Oh, Gunnit's definitely got a rival. There's no doubt.
Okay, guys. I think I'm done testing. My conclusion, right, is that you cannot avoid his 3PG. As in, once he casts it, no matter what, he will be able to knock you on the ground. You can mitigate damage if you have immunity and awakening, or a counter attack and awakening, or sorry, a counter attack and immunity. But I don't think you can stop it. Yeah. So it's the first finisher in the game that no matter what you do, it's 100% you will damage the opponent. Every other finisher in the game has a way to totally mitigate damage. This is the first one that is officially impossible to avoid damage. Yeah. Yes, Lakas. Lakas, you can get hit even if you're already on the ground.
Okay, I just changed the
Yeah, you
title of the
can
video.
get out of Elizabeth if you have long enough distance from her. As in, you can still miss with Elizabeth's 3PG, 5PG, sorry. You can miss with Orochi as well. You can miss with... everyone has a distance limit, but Mr. Karate does not have a distance limit. That's the problem.
He's freaking stupid.
Okay, guys.
Well, guys.
So thank you very much.
Go ahead, Saint. Go ahead.
Yeah, so thank you very much for tuning in. I'm pretty much done for the session, unless Fogo wants to do something else.
Nope. I think we're gonna call it quits, guys. We've been streaming for almost 3 hours. That's long enough. So, thank you so much to all of you for being here. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Saint, for joining and helping everybody out and throwing out your opinions about the characters, the cards. Really appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, stop by the Discord, guys. That's the most important.
Yeah.
Drop by the Discord for both me and Fogo.
Yeah.
Omega Guild really has a lot of activities. Fogo has a lot of activities outside of Kofas as well. So yeah.
Yeah, everybody join both the Discords and
Yeah, it's on the YouTube description on the left, guys.
Yeah, it's in the link in the description below. So again, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you again to Saint for helping out. And I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.